First off, if you're a seller, you need to have your airplane being ready now. We need to start getting photographs done. We need to start making sure that maintenance pedigrees are done, because the last thing that we want to do is be able to put an airplane in for maintenance in Q4 versus evaluation in Q4.
So you're saying Q3, roughly 6 months, is kind of a good.
I think 4 to 6 months is a good spectrum. Obviously, you don't want to be out there in April, May when you're trying to do a year-end deal, but right now is the time where sellers need to be seriously asking themselves the question: if they're going to sell the airplane this year, we need to start talking about it right now.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to buy something this year, we need to start talking about it in the next 30 days and start zeroing in on the aircraft that's going to meet your mission and where we're going to go with it.
And I'm going to have these guys ask you a couple questions that they're writing down in just a moment. But we've got Q3, start getting ready to sell, to buy. Q4, time to buy. So what does Q1 look like? I mean, is that maybe a good time for people to buy because everything's been picked over and maybe sellers are more desperate, or they don't care now because they missed the depreciation? Like, what about Q1?
There's kind of two pools of buyers that we've experienced over that last period of time, where you've got the U.S. or the domestic buyer who wasn't concerned with the tax benefit, wants to try to get a deal on an airplane. And then you have the foreign buyers who were looking at airplanes that didn't sell in that fiscal year, that aren't affected by the tax benefits or implications. And so we see the market shift to this pod, this pod, this pod, this pod. And ultimately that's what creates that balance, everything except for August.
Right. And I think one of the most important things is understanding that if from a seller's perspective, if you're trying to sell your aircraft, sure, Q4 might be the busiest time of year, but if you need to sell before that or outside of that, that's where the value of an experienced broker comes in.
Absolutely.
Because if you're just throwing it on controller and you're dealing with all these tire kickers, like, that's not going to be helpful. But an experienced broker brings their book of business.
That's working hard versus working smart.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's an important part, of the equation is a good broker has the ability to utilize all these different data points by understanding where the market shift comes in, where the buyer pools comes in, and where you're at in the calendar. And there's certain times where someone may have a large inspection on a CJ, for example, a Doc 10 inspection that's a 3-year inspection, a Phase 5 on a legacy citation, 144 month on a Gulfstream. Those kinds of inspections that will take significant amounts of downtime, where that airplane may be down for 3 months, 4 months. You've got a 5,000 cycle year inspection on a Gulfstream, that airplane could be down for 6 months.